Well, I think with the current cold crisis, I think we're in real danger now of running out of turf and home heating oil, so I think we could end up burning the bondholders after all.
That was, I suppose Siberian air masses are, very much like the game of hurling, and that, every blizzard takes on a life of its own.
Look, a lot of so-called experts out there, they're saying that there's no way the Wexford boys are going to be able to live with this beast from the east, And, maybe they're right, but I'd be fairly sure, if we can get a few hot ones into the boys, that we'll be there or thereabouts.
Look at this stardom. 'Tis a bit like Dublin football, overhyped and ascended to godlike status. Why? 'Tis hard to figure out. So look at, as far as the beast from the east is concerned, from the mouth to the south, 'tis a no.
Well, listen, the first thing I'm delighted to say there's going to be no further crisis here in the west of Ireland because the McHale Fusion 3 balers, it's able to work in any weather conditions, so it's going to be able to manufacture giant Mr. Freezes for all the cattle, so there's no crisis down here. That's great news. Well, let me say this. It looks as if this cold polar air mass is going to continue to make its pathway across the country into the coming days. So, from me, Christopher Livingston Eubank, from the West Offaly town of Ba.
First of all, I would like to say I have instructed the National Emergency Task Force to ensure that Christmas FM is put back on the airwaves because, as you can see, snow is falling all around us. So come back shaking Stevens, all is forgiven.
Well, of course, the migration of the current cold front, from the far recesses of the Arctic Circle, is nothing more than a meteorological manifestation of the thrown defensive formation, that will ingloriously crush everything in its path as it traverses the entire province of Ulster. And then, of course, it makes its way south and approaches the M50 in Croke Park. Will dissipate into a little more than a soft breeze in the month of May. It's just incredible.
I find I'm so cold now, I can barely move or hold a thought in my head. I think it's the feeling only a snowman can feel. A snowman at the start of a short journey, whose solidity is uncertain.
Crisis? What crisis? There's no school, there's no work, all the shops are closed. All I say, if this is a crisis, then roll on the good times, that's for sure.